Welcome to the Point Noted Podcast with your host, Johnny B, and co-host who shows up whenever he wants to, former NFL player Rashad Barksdale. It's raw, unfiltered, and no topic is off limit. We talk sports, entertainment, culture, and a whole lot of random shit. Let's get to the point.
Welcome to the show, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Point Noted Podcast, and I'm your host, Johnny B. Let's go. How y'all doing out there, man? Y'all doing all right? Coronavirus staying away from y'all? Keeping the way right? Social distancing and all. Listen, man, keep washing your hands. Mask on. Gloves on. It's going to be all right, y'all. It's going to be all right. Okay? This is all temporary. Even though temporary might extend out for a little bit longer than we want it to be. But at the end of the day, we're going to get through this if we do it together, okay? So y'all keep your head up, keep your head high, do what the authorities are telling us to do, keeping everything clean, wash your hands, wash some clothes if you come from outside. Just do the little things, man. We got to keep it safe, especially if you got to go outside and come back in the house. You don't want to infect everybody else around you. But let's keep our head up, man. Let's keep fighting this thing. We're going to get through it. We will get through it, all right? So, now, besides the punk-ass coronavirus, we got some good news, okay? NBA's, looking more and more likely to come back this season. I'm excited, man. I heard Giannis say he hasn't been shooting. Boy, that's tough to hear because, it wasn't a shooter to start out with, and I'm a big fan of Giannis. But to hear he hasn't been shooting, that really concerns me because Tim's defense is primarily to make him shoot. And he's been off for 2 months. If he hasn't got up about 5,000, 10,000 shots, I don't know, Milwaukee. We might have a problem. We see Braun on Instagram doing his workout, Everybody's out there, man. I know these boys wants to play. As fans, we're ready for them to come back. And I think today, there was word out there that the state of Florida is allowing athletes and professional teams to start doing more. So I think the Heat and the Magic possibly getting back into the gym and start doing personal workouts and team workout possibly. So that's good, man. There's a light at the end of the tunnel, y'all. We might get NBA to come back probably end of June, maybe early July. Season got suspended in February, and the regular season usually ends about early April. So if they come back in June, July, it's a good chance that we might get in the regular season. It's just gonna be beautiful. I don't care what they do. Just bring basketball back. Give us something else to watch, man. I'm tired of watching these video games on ESPN. Like, what the hell, man? I don't care about that. But the good thing is, though, ESPN's been showing a lot more past important NBA games. Like tonight, they had the Golden State and the Cavs on 2015 World Championship, and then currently right now, I believe there's a game on right now. So that's good to watch, man. Beautiful basketball, man. We forgot how good the Warriors were with KD and all that, man. Man, think about that. KD, Clay, Steph. Man, what a team that was. So I'm excited about KD being in the Nets, man. I can't wait to go watch the game. I really can't wait. So I'm excited about basketball coming back. It's still a long way to go before we know exactly when it's coming back, what they're going to do with the season. Are they picking it up where they left off? Or are they cutting half of the games that's left? What would the playoffs look like? So I'm excited to hear more about this and see what happens. And y'all stay tuned. I'll be sure to share those news and my thoughts on those as soon as they come out. So to stay more in line with sports, soccer's coming back. The German league started training last week. I saw pictures of coaches wearing masks on the training facility. It's kind of weird to see coaches wearing masks, and I didn't really get a chance to see the players. But I can't imagine them wearing out there with masks. I don't think that makes any sense. So, but they started training out there in Germany in the Bundesliga last week. Italian league already started training, so I believe Italian league should start coming back on TV maybe a week or two, because obviously players need a couple of weeks to kind of get their lungs back and get a little decent fitness. Because the biggest thing about this is, we're risking players getting hurt. So we all know, like, all these athletes are, they have their habits. So they're creatures of habit. So, if you take 2 months off and now you have to come back and your body's not using the plane this long, you have to give them time to come back and get into a semi-decent shape again. So they got to train and exercise and stretch and get the right, cardio and get the right therapies and whatever it is they needed to get the body going. So we got that going. So that'll be good to be able to have soccer back on TV. And if you've been listening, you know I'm a big soccer guy, so I'm excited about that being on. And then basketball comes back. That's really going to be a beautiful look to be able to watch more games on TV. I'm just excited, man, because right now, not having anything to watch, it's killing me. It's crazy to be able to turn the TV on and there's nothing. I think you know what? This would have been the perfect time to even have WNBA on TV, man. I guarantee you everybody will watch. Everybody will watch right now because we need something to watch, right? I know those girls will be happy to have a lot of fan base watching them on TV right now, but unfortunately, they all fall under that COVID thing where nothing's going on. So keep your head up. Let's just, look to the future and pretty soon we'll be able to watch more sports on TV. So, all right. So you guys check this out, man. So we're Tekashi 69. He's the Mexican rapper with the tattoo all over his face that says 69, with the color rainbow hair. Uses the N-word a whole lot, which is offensive. So he had his little court case and it just came out because he had to snitch and write on everybody they know so he can get lesser term and get out early. And there's rumors out there that he has he had a sexual relationship with a minor. So he has people out there that really can't stand him, but he still has his fan base. This man almost broke IG last week when he came on for the first time in years, in about a year or two, and just did his own personal little session to tell the world about what happened because he's being called a rat and a snitch, so he had to come out and defend himself. And this man had like 2 million views live on IG. It's crazy. His fan base is just crazy. People want to hear him talk. But anyways, a lot of you probably don't know what that is. But I brought his name up to say this. So my man decided to donate $200,000 to the No Kid Goes Hungry Foundation. But the crazy thing is, they turned it down. They don't want the money, right? They don't want $200,000 because he's a snitch, because he has a past history there where he was allegedly at sexual encounter with a minor. Okay, so now here's 2 things about this, right? Why don't you take the money and help the kids out? $200,000 is a lot of money. And I don't know who the No Kid Foundation is, No Kid Goes Hungry Foundation is, but I bet you can use $200,000. Every foundation out there can, especially when we're talking about giving it to kids. You gotta get the money. You can't turn the money down. Like who's in charge? Who's the CEO? Who's the director that make the decision that says we don't want Tekashi 69's money because he's a rat, because he's a snitch, or because he had sexual encounter with a minor? I'm not sure. Whatever your reason is, you take the money and you use that. You use that to feed the kids. That's what the charity is all about. Feed the kids. Take the money. Whoever makes this decision to turn the money down needs to be fired. They need to get rid of your ass, because what you just did is terrible. Okay? You're supposed to be looking out for kids, and you're not doing that when you do this. You are not looking out for kids when you turn down $200,000 because of where it comes from. I don't care what your reason or excuse is. You don't turn the money down. All right? You do not turn the money down. You take it and you feed those kids and you help out those kids. You dumbass. Come on, man. Who's in charge over here, man? There's way too many dumb people leading people out here. Way too many dumbasses in position of power, making wrong decisions left and right. And you know what? This leads me into this. Okay. I had a friend tell me yesterday that I should not be listening to R. Kelly music. Should I not? Like, is that what we're doing now? Are we writing R. Kelly off? Are we done with R. Kelly? It's music, by the way. Are we done listening to R. Kelly music? Like the key to ignition, if that comes on, are you turning the radio off? Step in the name of love, you turning the radio off? Are we done? Is that a no? I don't purposely go out and look for R. Kelly music. I used to bump that when I used to do my school homework, because I like a little R&B in the background when I'm doing my homework. So that rap or that stuff get me too hype, man. I can't focus listening to Lil Jon and the East Side Boys. Talking about put your hood up. I'm trying to do my homework, man. I ain't got time to be putting no hood up, right? But the R&B gets me in the groove. Give me that Teddy Pendergrass mood. Give me that sweet baby mood, right? So I like a little R. Kelly when I'm doing homework. But I haven't really had to bump that in a while. I haven't really had to put that on. But I don't see nothing wrong with me listening to that. So I don't understand this whole thing where people talking about let's stop listening to R. Kelly because of what he did. In everything else, we're able to separate the man from his heart, from his job, right? A lot of you would say, I think Tom Brady's a jerk. I'm just a fan of him as a quarterback, but I don't like him as a person. I love Kobe Bryant, the player, but I don't like Kobe Bryant, the person. I like LeBron, the person, but I don't like LeBron, the player. How can we separate athletes? How can we separate all the, how can we make it, decide who we get to separate who they are as a person from who they are at their job, right? So this is where I'm looking at R. Kelly music and R. Kelly himself. I haven't thought about R. Kelly once since this whole thing happened. I don't sit there and think about him. I don't hear his music and think about him. I hear his music and I'm just into the music. I'm really enjoying the music. That's it. I'm not thinking about R. Kelly, and I don't think we should be saying put the good music away, because R. Kelly did such and such, right? So I'm asking y'all, is that a no? Are we done listening to R. Kelly? You know what I'm saying? Are we saying no to that so I can't bump that no more? Because I'm listening to it. If it comes on, I'm not turning it off. It's a beautiful music. Why should I turn it off? Right? Why should I turn that music off? If it comes on, I'm going to listen to it. Without a doubt. All right? And that's what we're doing. Okay? But, so, if you've been listening to the show, we're definitely cooking up some good stuff for you guys, man. We're working on some really, really cool guests. I've been able to reach out to a couple of politicians that are running for Senate, active politicians, mayors, and councilmen, and things like that. I want to give you guys a different topics and ideas, and want to involve you guys, and also be, because if you're going to spend an hour of your day every other day or so to come on board and listen to our talk, we're hoping that we can also provide some kind of information to help you, just with some decent, real news about what's going on out there. So we're going to have some folks come on, and we're going to talk to them about what's going on, if they're running for office, what their plans are, what their policy are, and if it's some, if we can help, we'll help, and if not, we'll let you guys decide what you want to do with that. So, stay tuned and keep it locked for that. Really, really excited about some of the folks we're gonna get. We do have some big time athletes coming in as well. So just keep it tuned, keep it locked, keep coming back, and look forward to it. And you're really, really gonna get a kick out of what we have coming up. So I got one more thing for y'all. Somebody said, "Do I believe in true love? Do I believe in true love?" That's a good question. Do I believe in true love? I don't know. I think you can. Okay, so let me put it this way. I don't believe in love at first sight, but I do believe in true love, because you can create true love. There's no such thing as a love at first sight. That's dumb. Okay, if anybody ever said that around you, slap them. Understand me? And tell them Johnny B told you to do it. Slap them. There's no such thing as love at first sight. That's just dumb. How the hell you fall in love at first sight? What the hell? Like, how? It ain't that easy to fall in love and just be all giddy and giggly about love. We're talking about love, man. We ain't talking about lust. We're talking about love. We ain't talking about that panty dropper, that feeling in your heart. You just thinking about just dropping them panties and getting in. No, we're talking about love, right? So no, there is no such thing as love at first sight. I said it. It had to be said. You heard it. Okay? So if anybody tell you they fell in love at first sight, they're lying to you. What they're saying is, oh, when I saw her or when I saw him, I was like, oh, I'm gonna get that, or I want that. They start thinking dirty and nasty, talking about tie me up type of stuff, kinky stuff, that handcuff stuff, that blindfold stuff, that bring the whip out, that tie me up, that let me dangle off the ceiling of the chandelier type of stuff, that kick me in the back of my neck type of nasty stuff, that freaky stuff. Man, people doing this kind of things, man. People tying themselves up to the fan and dangling and getting beat up, all for the name of the freaky shit, right? That's what they're talking about when they say they fall in love at first sight. Because you can't fall in love at first sight. I don't care what anybody said. They're lying to you. So if they say one more time, tell them Johnny B said, slap the shit out of them. Because they need to stop lying to you. It's a setup. You heard me? Set up. Now, can you create true love? Absolutely. With honesty, with affection, communication, with care, being attentive, all the good qualities that you need out of your partner. You can create true love, respect, all those things. You can create true love out of that. So yes, I do believe in true love, because you can truly love somebody. You can truly be involved in someone and into someone and make something beautiful out of that. But love at first sight, get that shit the hell out of here, man. Get that shit the hell out of here. Ain't no such thing as love at first sight. Lust at first sight, yeah. Hell, lust at first heard, right? I heard of that too. Anything else? Nonsense. Get it out of here, all right? Shout out to my boy Petey Pablo. Yeah, I don't mean Petey Pablo from North Carolina. I mean my boy Petey. We just call him Petey Pablo. Shout out to Pete. I know you're out there listening, man. Appreciate you, buddy. All right, keep doing your thing. Yeah, somebody said, if I didn't have to sleep, what would I do with my time? If I didn't have to sleep, what would I do with my time? I don't know. Fucking watch somebody else sleep? Maybe. I mean, if I didn't have to sleep and I got 24 hours in the day, what would I do with my time? I don't know. Probably be on here doing my podcast. Probably read a book. I do have a lot of studying to do, so I should be doing some studying right now. But I don't know. That's an interesting one. If I didn't have to sleep, what would I do with my time? I'm gonna go walk on my jump shot. I'm tired of Rashad and Richard coming up here acting like my jump shot ain't wet. Y'all know it used to be wet. I just don't shoot no more, because I ain't been practicing, so I don't want to shoot. But y'all know when I was shooting though, that mug was wet. It was pow pow. Put it up. Like Shaq would say, pow pow. Bucket, right? So I'm mad y'all be disrespecting my J, man. Y'all gonna make me get a hoop at the crib and start working on that jumper. And I'm gonna come out there and it's gonna be in your face. Pow pow. Pow pow. I'm gonna be like, yo, when John get them jumper? Y'all know I been had this jumper, man. You know I been had this J. I just don't shoot because Rachel be trying to shoot all the time. And I'm tired of Rachel shooting and he ain't making no shot. Rachel ain't make a shot in 5 years. Every year we think this dude gonna come up here, the charity event, and let it fly and just like take us home to the championship. But no, he don't. Disappoint me every year. That's right, Rachel. I'm calling you out. I'm tired of you missing jumpers, man. You know what I'm saying? We used to rock at the same church. We used to hoop together. You know what I'm saying? Every time I'm guarding you, you used to want to light me up. Every time any of my buddies guard you, you want to light them up. Then you come out here and you forget your lighter. Coming out here with no bullet in them things. 0 for 7, 5 for 30. Man, I could do that if I didn't pass you the ball. As a matter of fact, you and Rashad, I'm not passing y'all the ball no more. I want a different team. Tired of playing with y'all. I'm about to go MJ on y'all, man. Y'all can handle it? Bye. Tired of y'all. But anyway, so yeah, if I didn't have to sleep, I would probably walk on my jumper. Probably do a little more podcasting, and then watch somebody sleep, whoever it is. I don't know, maybe go to Halle Berry's house and watch her sleep or something. You know what? Hold up. You know what? I would love to watch Donald Trump sleep. I bet he don't sleep. He probably up there just plotting his next speech, even though he can't remember what he's gonna say. I mean, is it me or is the dude just funny, man? Listen, I'm not offended by the president at all, man. Every press conference he does, it's just, to me, it just sounds more comical to me, man. Like, comical and childish. And this has nothing to do with like political affiliations, or if I'm on the left or the right, or if I'm in the middle. You know what I'm saying? The fact is, I'm on top. I'm not left, I'm not right, I'm not center, I'm on top. Okay? I'm on top. I'm all about being progressive. Okay? So when I watch the president talk, it's more comical and childish to me. So, which is kind of sad because it holds the highest office in the land. But it's almost like we have a child in that. The way he behaves, the way he acts towards media members, and this man has divided country so much. I don't care what you say. If you don't see that he has really divided country with his rhetoric, the things he says, the way he behaves, then you know what I'm saying, I can't help you, man. You got a problem. Like, either you vote for him or not. I know a lot of people that vote for Trump and they regretted doing it. Not just based on his policy, but just based on him being a decent human being, right? A decent human being. Like we said earlier about R. Kelly music, Tom Brady, and how you can separate what they do at the job and who they are as a person. It's the same thing with the president, right? He's terrible. He's terrible as a person. And he's just awful as a politician because he was never a politician. But I can separate those. Like, I know politicians lie, they make things up, and they do things for the sake of the party. I get that. But this man is just not a decent person. And that's probably, for me, it's the biggest thing that I find troubling for a guy that holds such a high office in the country. And it doesn't help that he's dumb as hell either. You didn't hear me say that. But I said it because it had to be said. But anyway, so I'll probably watch him sleep just to see if he sleeps, because I don't think he does. I think the man just be up just wondering what he gonna do next, who he gonna pick on and fuck with next. Obama Gate, Joe Biden Gate, Mayday Gate, Pete Gate, Rashad Gate, something. Always coming up with something, man. The man is crazy. So you got my answer on that. Would I rather have the power of time travel or power to see the future? That's a good one, man. Whoever sent me that, I appreciate that question. Y'all keep sending more questions in, man. I love people tweeting me these things. I love people texting me and saying, hey, why don't you talk about this on your podcast? It's just tell me you guys out there listening. You guys love my crazy take on things, no matter how outlandish I sound. It just tells me you guys enjoy coming up here and hearing me talk about wild things. So, but would I rather have the power of time travel or power to see the future? That's a good one. I gotta give a shot on that as well when they come up here for a podcast. But since I have to answer and pick one, the power of time travel or power to see the future? I think I would have the power to see the future. But I mean, it sounds the same, doesn't it? I mean, the difference is, one, I can see it, and the other one is I'm there. I can get scarred and battered if I'm there, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, if I have to go there, time traveling, and I have to go to the future, what if I get shot in the future, man? It doesn't matter if I get to come back there. It's still going to hurt because I'm getting shot in the future. So it's still going to hurt and I got to come back here. Right? But knock on wood, that's not happening. Or if I can see the future. If I can see the future, then I can actually see it, not to go to such and such. I can see me dropping 7 threes, in a quarter at the YMCA. And I can't be guarded. I'm hot as hell. Can't nobody guard me. Shooting lights out. That's what I want to see in the future, right? I want to see me at Barcelona coaching. See me coaching the Man United team. Let me see that in the future. So I think I'd rather have the power to see the future than the time travel, because it'll be good. Because a lot of time when you're time traveling, it just sounds like you end up in some really weird, crazy shit. Like you find yourself somewhere in the middle of like some average gangsters in the 20s or average gangsters 20 years from now and just kicking the shit out of you for drinking the last average whiskey or something like that. Ain't that right, y'all? It's like, doesn't it seem like every time somebody time traveling, it has to do with some crazy shit happening? But if you can see the future, it just seems different. Like, you might see yourself like hitting the lotto, or me just sitting outside, you know, with a bunch of Rolls Royces and Bentleys in my garage. That sounds something more for the future than time travel. So yeah, give me that power. If you're out there, if you can make it happen, hit me up. Let's make something happen, man. I mean, what would it take for me to get that power? I would love to exercise that, for real. But so yeah, man. So it's been interesting to come up here and, you know what I'm saying, just talk to you guys. It's been a while. Like I said, it's been busy working and things. Trying to get some guests up here to do more interviews, give you guys something a little bit different. We got some athletes coming up. We got some musicians coming up. We got some politicians coming up, man. I'm excited about getting some politicians up here, man. I love talking politics, and I'm not saying I know a lot of politics, but I love to ask them questions. I love to see what their plans are, what their goals are. And I'm all for getting rid of all the terrible, corrupted politicians out there, man. Mitch McConnell got to go, so I'm not sure who's running against him, but whoever it is, I'm voting for you if I can. Probably can't because I live in a different state, but whatever I can do, would love to do it. Whoever's running against Lindsey Graham, we got to get rid of him too. And speaking of getting rid of politicians, and I'm going to have to ask one of the guys coming up here about this, what do they think about this? I feel the thing, and I sound the thing, there has to be a term limit to Congress. These guys get in there, and it just seems to retire there, man. Unless they run for office, like the president's office or whatever, and win. But there has to be a term limit. Mitch McConnell, Lindsey Graham, Nancy Pelosi. There's way too many people that's been in the office and in Congress and out there in Washington. They've been there for way too long. You can't possibly have positive influence and effect no more at that age. Once you've been there for that long, you've gone through all this crazy stuff, multiple different presidents. Or matter of fact, maybe they should just have you can only be there for I don't know, 16 years at the max, right? So you can probably be there for 2 presidents full term. So let's say you were there for George W. Bush 8 years, and then you follow that with Barack Obama's 8 years. That gives you 16 years. At that point, you've done enough. Get out. Let's get some more younger bloods in there. Let's get different people in there, so maybe we can change things up a little bit. Some of the reason why we always have to stall and we can't get forward with policies and changes is because we got the same numbnuts and the same hard-head 80, 70-year-old folks in Congress and Senate making laws that doesn't really have nothing to do with them. They don't care. They don't. So we got to get those folks out of there. I would love to get his take on there. We have some guys coming up. We got some guys coming up. I would love to have to get their opinion on these. I think we should have a time limit. It would be great. It would be good to see a new change of power, and hopefully this will be a good thing. And I would really love for us to only have one party, really no party. That would take away a lot of corrupted officials that are out there. But like I said, we're gonna dive more into it. You know, I'm a sports fanatic, but at the same time, I love seeing what's going on in Washington. I love politics. It's a fascinating area for me, so we'll dive into it. Take no offense. I gotta have my opinion on things, so whatever yours is, tweet it to me, text it to me. But if you're mad, well, fuck off. But hopefully you understand this is nothing personal. You're just out here and just support the movement. So we can't always talk about what you want or what you like. You know, it's America, Jack. We gotta talk about whatever's on our mind. Free country. All right, listen to it, enjoy it, be supportive. Let's go. Check us out on Twitter at PT Noted. Subscribe on iTunes. We're on Spotify as well. Follow it, share it. You know, send a link to your buddies, send a link to your co-workers, man. Support the movement. Push it forward, man. We appreciate you guys listening. We got more to come, okay? All right, keep it locked. Let's get it cracking. You've been noted. Let's go.
You've been listening to the Point Noted Podcast with Johnny B and Rashad B.
Follow us on Twitter at PTNoted and Instagram at PointNoted. Hit the subscribe and follow button to follow us and check out more episodes of us talking a whole bunch of shit. You've been noted.